That was top 5 dumbest games I've ever watched. I can't remember the last time I didn't have fun watching a 7-5 hockey game. Usually goals are exciting, but wow. I didn't want to watch that game anymore, midway through the second period, but it was like a car crash. I couldn't look away from it. I don't even know, what to say. You guys can hear me here. I'm just kind of tripping over myself. I'm lost for words at how weird that game was. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. The Jets lose 7-5 to the Detroit Red Wings, who I thought they would, for the most part, get the better of today. And boy, was I wrong. Good God. Well, I don't know. This is filmed right after the game, obviously, so I'm just trying to collect my thoughts here. But yeah, this one didn't start out great. I think in my last video I might have jinxed it. I said that Kyle Connor and Connor Hellebuck would have a big night tonight, and largely both of those guys were pretty invisible. Unless, I don't know, not invisible, obviously, because Connor Hellebuck had his, once-in-a-lifetime off game today. I don't know, he didn't play very well. But at the same time, I don't know. This whole game was just a defensive miscue. Everything. There was no defense to be found, really, on either side of the ice, but especially with the Jets. I don't know what was going on tonight. Bad penalties at bad times. I don't know. We're going to talk about it a little bit here, but this one you can pretty much just burn the tape for. But yeah, so in the first period here, the Detroit actually scores 2 goals within the first, less than 10 minutes, so that's kind of frustrating. And then Oscar Sundqvist scores another to make it 3-0. And wow, that's not fun. Andrew Kopp has 2 assists in the first period, so it's the Andrew Kopp revenge game, of course. If you guys had forgotten, Ben Chiarot revenge game, if you guys, want to count that. Ben Chiarot's not a very good player, but you know what? He's hanging around. It's his revenge game. But at the end of the period, it would be Neil Pionk scoring his 7th of the year. He's been on a little bit of a heater lately. He's been scoring goals, been picking up points. Hasn't been doing much in the defensive zone. He wasn't doing much tonight either, but you know what? At least he's doing well offensively. And to start the second period, the Jets had some momentum coming in, only down 3-1 to a team that, isn't that great. Oh, well, how about a Dom Kubalik goal, his 13th of the year? And now it's 4-1. At that point, I was like, I don't know about this one. And then here come the Jets. It's Sam Gagner scoring his 8th in his return to Detroit for the first time. And that felt pretty good. So I was like, 4-2. Oh, cool. And then we get a Nate Schmidt goal. Yeah, less than 3 minutes later. That's nice. 4-3. And just when you think the Jets are going to come back, tie this game, here comes Dylan Larkin on the power play after a 5-on-3. Shout out to Brendan Dillon for the high stick there. I think it was David Gustafson as well getting the first penalty there to create the 5-on-4, then Dillon with the 5-on-3, but not fun. Not fun at all. But you know what? It's the third period. The Jets have been known to, have some pretty strong end of the games, right? Well, it starts off really nice. 33 seconds in, Nick Ehlers zaps his second of the game from Pionk and Connor. So Pionk gets another point. Good for him there. Connor getting on the score sheet as well in his return home. Of course, he's from Michigan. And hey, here come the Jets. They look like they're about to tie the game on a 3-on-1, and Filip Hronek makes an incredible play. The puck goes the other way. Jets get hemmed in their zone, and it's Robbie Fabry scoring his 2nd of the season to make it 6-4. So this game just keeps getting dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. And then to make it even more dumb, Mark Scheifele scores his 24th goal on the power play with just over 5 minutes remaining, giving the Jets some hope. And just when you think, oh, here it is, here's the tying goal, Neil Pionk hits the crossbar. And then the Jets pull the goalie, and Lucas Raymond skates it down the ice and scores. The Jets had their opportunities tonight. And I mean, hey, they cashed in on 5 of them, but just poor defensive play. If they played even 25% better in the defensive zone, I think the Jets walk away with this one pretty handedly. But unfortunately, it's just a mix of uncharacteristically poor goaltending, uncharacteristically somewhat poor defensively, and just guys not being on the same page. Thought Blake Wheeler had kind of a tough game today. Obviously, he's still reeling from injury. I hope he gets back to where he was before the injury, because I thought he was playing pretty well in the role that he was. But didn't love that. Nick Ehlers is back. Pierre-Luc Dubois did everything except score today. But at the end of the day, just didn't play well enough. And when you score 5 goals, it should be a victory. and there should be really no reason there should be, 6-7 goals going the other way. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. Looking forward here to the Jets' future in the next couple games. They do have games on Thursday and Friday, so tonight was night 1 of 3 games in 4 nights, which isn't ideal, especially with a little bit of flu going through the locker room. Kevin Stenlund and Ville Heinola missing this game. Heinola was supposed to play in this game, but fell ill, so Dylan Sandberg took over. He didn't have a bad game, but yeah, I don't know. Not loving tonight. I can't get over how unfun that was to watch when there was 12 goals scored total, and yeah, I don't know. Disappointing night, that's all. But the Jets have won 5 in a row. I mean, you can't be too upset, to be honest, but yeah, that was pretty bad tonight. Hopefully they're able to bounce back against Buffalo on Thursday. I do expect them to, be a little bit more focused. I'm sure Bones is going to peel the paint off the walls in the dressing room. I sure would. My God, that was a god-awful game. But we're going to end the video on a happier note here. I'm just happy we have Nick Ehlers back. This guy, I firmly believe, would have gotten, close to, if not surpassing 100 points if he hadn't gotten hurt earlier on in the season. He's just lightning in a bottle, man. And we know this. We know this in Winnipeg. This guy is sick. This guy, I think, could have gotten Hart Trophy votes this year. Especially under Bonus' system, playing, the top minutes that he's getting right now. But a goal and an assist in this game, a goal and 2 assists in the last game. This guy's on fire, and I think he's going to be a big boost for the Jets going forward here. But with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep up to date with all of my Jets content. I'll do a lot of stuff over here on the channel, so yeah, definitely go check out the other videos if this is your first time coming around. Really appreciate all the support that the channel's getting, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.